And I thought I'd just read another piece. It's called Shame Shadow, and it's very much about an actress, very much like Frankie in a way, because she committed suicide at 25 in Shanghai. And when that happened, a number of people in that population, because she was in these early silent films, they were also so shocked about it that they all too contemplated suicide, and a couple of them also followed in her path. And it's, of course, such a tragedy, and I'm glad that Linda, spoke of this naloxone kit, because I know of quite a number of people that are having, drug issues, and it can really save them. In this world of many people, I think my heart is made from hexagonal islands of glass. No two heartbeats ever the same. They are all irregular. All my dreams are seeing her body quiver with a frisson of happiness, a sensation she never dreamed could be hers in life. When she was alone, knowing that all kinds of people could open the door and walk in. In fact, this was what the screen was all about, a place to dismantle a life. All that remained was a pile of fabric gestures and a place to play voyeur to herself. Before a 3 a.m. wake-up call, she watched peony snowflakes falling on a poster of a fairy tale temple, some undecipherable English words written on it, thinking her life was somehow happy enough. Being called a modern Nguyen, or modern woman, lucky to have moved to Shanghai in 1910, a city they call the capital of the tycoon, Paris of the East, and whore of Asia. Asia, her name, on a trod-upon newspaper, since that night when they first held her hostage to the whims of the press and money for her persona time, filled with longing for the inkfish and yellow croaker in the small fishing village, creatures she released from the hook, which did not tell her that what she freely gave would cost her in the end of the movie. When they whisper, shame. Shame on the electric shadows of women on the silver screen who hum in lost voices, punctuating pleasure in the nebula of a ballroom out of the frame. Shame. Shame on the overhead shot, where woman is the center of a blooming flower, can never finish her song about the wild goose that comes with letters in its claws. Shame on the woman who showed us how to love, like the drone of a hive as it begins to swarm to the inner horizon, where a part of her orb remains intact, no matter how unclothed she is on sale. For hours I have stood outside below Boncaya's moon, too afraid to ask you for a song. My ear still sore from pressing hard on history's suicide door, where the note you left is posted. Gossip is a fearful thing. It funnels us into the spectered mouth, which spaces threats under the skin. Nasty body parts handling parts. My body this, my body that. Child whore, bot paw. And it seems wrong to hear curses for sensations I have never felt, or misshadow the color of my soul. Over mirrored dissolves I express, on streets named after small madnesses. I am accompanied by the long hum I heard as a baby, when my body was protected through imaging a breath. Keep away from her navel. It is the morning star. Keep away from her teeth. They will bite you. Keep away from her lotus mound. It opens a lifetime. Now shame. Shame still rises to turn any face into a laughing death mask and imprint sadness. Sadness on every nerve branch that tries to trust the collapse and valence of love, love that sounds like the willful quiet, for running a revelation. Thank you.